Do these three look familiar? It can be said that the three most profitable people in the world. They are all supporting BYD. But Musk really said with a famous voice, BYD is not worth mentioning. But now this company has already won the world. Because behind BYD is the man who was best at changing one's fate by using native methods. Today we continue to China's science and technology submission record number 18. Talk about the battery empire. Wang Chuanfu's life didn't give him any choice from the beginning. Parents died early in the family. He was supported by his brothers and sisters. No one told him how to climb up. No resources, no way out. Wang Chuanfu can only rely on his brain to save himself. He was admitted to Central South Mining College to major in physics and chemistry. Finally, I was involved in the study of the Beijing General Academy of Non-Ferrous Metals Research, Chinese Academy of Sciences. Studying with Li Guishuan, the tycoon who was studying batteries at that time. After graduation, I stayed at the institute to work. At the age of 26, he was promoted to deputy director of the institute. Until one day Wang Chuanfu was sent to Shenzhen. For the first time, he realized that the world outside was much bigger than the laboratory. At that time, Shenzhen was a hotbed of electronic manufacturing. So Wang Chuanfu decided to learn to use it. Quit your job as a manager and join the battery industry. This decision also built a car for BYD later. A huge foreshadowing. In 1995, BYD was officially established in Shenzhen. The first step in starting a business, Wang Chuanfu ordered a Nirvana battery that Japan doesn't want. Japan was the center of battery manufacturing at the time. They chose to quit because they wanted to protect the next generation of technology. But the market was very large. As long as you shrink in time, you can make money with your eyes closed. Wang Chuanfu found his cousin Liu Shangyang. He obtained an investment of 2.5 million yuan by squeezing out the gas tax with just one mouth. With the startup capital, I rented a small factory. More than 20 people, the first generation of BYD has arrived. But the problem also follows. The core of battery technology is battery cell. Other manufacturers buy Japanese finished products directly without touching public welfare. In Japan, it only sells equipment but does not hand over the principle. Wang Chuanfu has no money and only one option is left. Break down the automatic avatar into one. Manual information. Don't he believe that more than a dozen workers can't compare to a machine? He turned the engineer's straight button into a complete production method. Even if there are workers who report technical problems, Wang Chuanfu will also personally go to the factory to explain the principles to employees. Analyze the problem and solve the problem on the spot. BYD's battery cost is suppressed by this set of earthwork technology. The two-rate rate has been increased. And the finished product has not widened the gap between Japanese products. Make a battery to take orders. BYD is on the table. You can make quick money by pinching a battery. But Wang Chuanfu knew that it was a backward technology after all. No matter how you give up the festival and fight for man, it's just a pseudo-chi of the times. Want to truly establish your technical brand? That will have to be the next generation of Owen. In 1997, Wang Chuanfu set his sights on Li Qin. At that time, almost no one in the country had heard of this word. Because Li battery is indeed advanced. But there is a flaw that can easily explode. Japanese giants have been running for many years. Sony, Sanyong, Toshiba's technology is mature. The blockade is also severe. They are not afraid of you learning, they are afraid of you fighting. Therefore, double interception of technology blockade and high-priced production lines. Continue to choose the soil method. Bypassing the equipment, use artificial dead science automation equipment. The cost of the battery is less than 1 yuan. Opened directly. Wang Chuanfu also brought this battery that was almost free of charge. Knocked on the door of Motorola. Motorola people heard it was the price. I was shocked at that time. Pure handmade. Are there strict manufacturing standards? It's so cheap. Is it made in Japan and of good quality? With a series of questions, Motorola begins a long inspection period. Half a year later, I have to admit that BYD is using battery management. That is indeed fragrant. In November 2000, Motorola officially placed an order with BYD. Motorola finds low-cost suppliers. That's very happy. But I'm anxious about my home. So Alice and Nokia began to contact BYD one after another. In the end, I also asked BYD's magical sea of people tactics. A long-term supply agreement was signed. The orders of the three giants also made BYD successfully go public in 2002. But this is the beginning of the storm. Just the same year, Sanyang Electric filed a patent lawsuit against BYD in U.S. court. Almost at the same time, Sony also initiated charges in Japan. One sues you in the United States, one sues you in Japan. Choose clean and neat choice on the main battlefield. This is a standard hook and kill. Even the fake parties such as Motorola and Nokia asked BYD to write a guarantee letter. If you lose the case, you will bear all their losses. But Wang Chuanfu did not hide. BYD chose hard steel. Because BYD's batteries are independently developed and produced. Not afraid of you using patents to choke your neck. The most important thing is that BYD's early craftsmanship is indeed too rustic. Tudao and Japan's fully automatic air-mounted system are not the same basic system at all. The judges on both sides sentenced BYD after careful investigation. No patents infringement of these two companies. I thought the story would end here. And no. BYD backhandedly reported that Sony's core patents were invalid. This hits directly. The Japanese court has long been published in the relevant patent content. Does not constitute what Sony calls exclusive technology. Wang Chuanfu finally held the resources and chips in his hand. But he teased out the script of the top students in the eyes of most people. Others think that he should continue to expand his battery business or do OEM work well. But Wang Chuanfu suddenly jumped to a track that almost no one could understand. Car manufacturing. In 2003, almost no car companies invested in trams. But Wang Chuanfu's judgment is that the end of the battery is not in the mobile phone but in the car. The technical reserves of batteries will eventually need to move to a bigger stage. That's new energy vehicles. So Wang Chuanfu made a decision that no one could understand. Miscellaneous money acquired Qinchuan Automobile. Then how did Wang Chuanfu form a team to poach people and start the market? What about supplying the whole vehicle manufacturing line? How did he go from a battery boss to an opponent Musk is least willing to mention today? Predict what happens next. Let's hear the next breakdown.